Okay, I know for a fact that last time I finished off the video not in the correct way, to say the least, and I didn't give my credit for my friends because I was in a hurry. For that, I apologize. Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Plays project. I'm your host, Invisible, from Invisible's Gaming Channel, striking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon. And this is a project Let's Play Werewolf, the Apocalypse Earthblood. Last time, we were welcomed warmly back into our pack, and we finished some more work for the pack of the Fianna. We also struck at the fracking site of Indron. Today we shall continue on the game, while also holding to the knowledge that there is someone of us held prison within Indron's facilities. Anyway, before we start, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the Beasts of the Altered Empire, and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends, by name. And I always say by name because I am not giving my prayer to everyone among my plus 2,000 non-existent subscribers. I only pray peace be upon my living, existing, surviving, actual humanoid subscribers that do show loyalty and participation within my channel. That's why I named them, because I have none other than them. Those are not my Patreons, those are literally all my subscribers. Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Luxbear, Markhoss, Macrocrash31, Mark IC2211, Rogue Agent Kelrodam, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Stagarda Crawl 85, Arfarel, Musclepan Gaming, and Bob Express. If you were to ask me if I did have 2,000 plus active subscribers, would I be naming them? The answer is no. For two big reasons. First, I don't have any. Second, if I were to name plus 2,000 names on the screen, we will be here for a whole week. So it's basically a double-edged blessing or sorts, whatever. Today, before we start the game, as per usual, as I have been showing you the new format, at least for this game alone, I'll be showing you quickly, this time, the videos from the Primogen. We'll be talking about the Litany, part 1 and 2 both. Also, I'm going to show you the video for the Kinfolk, so that the only video left that has any value for us will be the Black Spiral Dancers, which we will be watching next stream. Which means it's about time for me to light up the credits here, add the Primogen's name, because I literally own nothing of the information you're about to watch with me. Once we finish this, we will be launching the game. All that talk about the pack, the pride of the pack, and the acceptance to the kinfolk, since Aidana and Ava both brought the humans with us, triggered my instinct to just do this. Show you this. Yes, I did add a live chat little box. We will be revealing it once the actual gameplay starts, but not now. Still recording? I hope this is that are the videos from the Primogen. Not today. Today we will exclusively be focusing on the Primogen's videos of lore. Then I'll be hopefully triggering the game here. Okay, so let's start.
Every society has a system of laws and rules that its members must abide by. Some are strict and almost esoteric in their complexity, while others may be a loose code of conduct merely to set a framework for interactions between its members. The Guru are no different, and their laws are called the Litany. Some of these laws were in place before it, but the Impergium is what spurred these words to become known to all members of the Guru nation. The Impergium, the hunt and near extinction of mankind at the claws of the Guru, showed the werewolves that they needed to police themselves, too many of their kind falling prey to the allures of the worm after having committed atrocities towards the humans, and to their fellow changing breeds during the War of Rage. Thus, 13 basic laws were set down, crafted into a poem of beauty and great length. To recite them as they were first made would take hours, and thus most Guru learn a summarized version that they will show their knowledge of before their elders as part of their rite of passage. Ostensibly, all Guru tribes are supposed to follow the litany to the letter. To stray from them is to invite the worm into one's heart, but over time interpretations and prioritizations have ruled certain laws more relevant than others. And as the apocalypse looms near, the very first tenet of the litany has come under serious question, and often for a good reason. But we shall begin by reciting these 13 laws, ensuring that we are all in understanding of their words before we begin to dissect how they are followed. Guru shall not mate with Guru. Combat the worm wherever it dwells and whenever it breeds. Respect the territory of another. Accept an honorable surrender. Submission to those of higher station. The first share of the kill for the greatest in station. Ye shall not eat the flesh of humans. Respect those beneath ye, all are of Gaia. The veil shall not be lifted. Do not suffer thy people to tend thy sickness. The leader may be challenged at any time during peace. The leader may not be challenged during wartime. Ye shall take no action that causes a cairn to be violated. Simple rules to live by, requiring little understanding of complex social games or politics. Unlike the nightly affairs of the Get of Cain, Guru have little patience for intrigue and clandestine games. Or at least so they say, but when one peels away this outer layer, it is not hard to see how politics rule the Guru just as they do all others. The Stargazers have left the Guru nation, the Shadow Lords and Silverfangs are at each other's throats, the Red Talons refuse to accept homage into their tribe and wage increasingly bloody crusades against the humans, and the Guru-born, the third breed, grow in number for each year that passes. The first law of the litany, Guru shall not mate with Guru, may seem a simple one. It is taboo for a reason. Guru-born are born with mental and physical disabilities. They are sterile and are generally shunned amongst the Guru as being closer to the worm, even if this may, strictly speaking, not be true. It stands to reason that the Guru would wish to produce children with humans and wolves, both to ensure their continued survival, but to also have healthy children. Yet reason is not an emotion. Guru, like humans, are creatures of passions and of emotions. Who else but another Guru can understand what terrors these warriors of Gaia encounter on a nearly daily basis? Who understands the rage, the frustration and sorrow of seeing Gaia's ceaseless struggle against the corruption of the Weaver and the Worm, forces created to help protect her and preserve the balance? A Guru pack is in a sense their family. It is the group with whom they will spend the rest of their lives, and thus it is far from unusual for feelings of affection to take root. First trust, then friendship, then maybe something closer. Even though they will both know that it is wrong, they may not be able to help themselves. Unfortunately for these Garou, many such trysts, however short-lived and unintended, often produce a child. It is as if Gaia has made sure that even once will be enough to punish them for breaking this law. It is a great dishonor on any Garou who has a child with one of their own kind, but this shame more often falls upon the mother. Many fathers are so ashamed of their act, or refuse to take responsibility, some even leaving their packs in order to not have to face judgment for their deed. This, of course, is not always the case, and some Garou parents bear the burden of their shame and raise their child as best they can, and sometimes even the resilient body of the mother cannot survive giving birth to a Krynos, succumbing to injuries. Yet no matter how a Garou born are introduced to a sept, it is rarely with open arms. Some tribes stand out especially amongst the Garou for how they treat the third breed, but these we will talk about when the time comes. Something becoming more common is also that many Garou are questioning the validity of this tenet. The Garou are in desperate need of warriors, and a Garou born is guaranteed to be Garou as well. Thus, they argue the time to cast judgment and scorn upon this third breed and their parents is not now, if ever, and those Garou should be forgiven for breaking this law, many arguing that the child themselves should never be punished for the deeds of their parents. Yet others also seek a middle ground, arguing that the litany exists for a good reason, but that one should not throw the baby out with the proverbial bathwater in this case. The second law, combat the worm wherever it dwells and whenever it breeds, seems likewise at first a fairly simple enough rule. The worm is the great corrupter after all, and who better to fight it than the Garou? It is why they were created. Yet the worm these nights is everywhere, and the Garou must choose their battles. Will they destroy everything touched by the worm, risking their discovery and alienation from humans, or must they be more careful in what battles they wage? And what of the Weaver, whose unchecked creations drive humanity to further exploit and damage the earth, and whom is believed to be the true culprit behind the worm's madness? Many Garou also find the current state of things extremely disheartening, and may choose instead to focus on smaller achievements. They choose to remain blind to the larger truth because of how impossible it may seem. Hunting Banes and killing Fomori is, after all, much simpler than achieving lasting change, both within their society and without. Respect the territory of another harkens back to the old times when Garou were more plentiful, when humanity was more contained, and when the Garou could afford claiming large swaths of land for themselves. These days it is often a mere formality, especially in urban sprawls. Some, like the Shadow Lords and Silverfangs, expect this law to be respected and followed, and in some regards most other tribes do as well. They just don't necessarily expect a howl of introductions when an email or a DM might suffice. Certain septs, especially those with a large population of lupus-born Garou, may not consider these appropriate substitutes, however, so it is always a good idea for a visiting Garou to ask around carefully before they decide how to best introduce themselves. The law to accept an honorable surrender became a necessity due to the ancient practice of the Garou to duel with each other to test their strengths and to prove their worth. Even when they were more plentiful, the Garou preferred not to unnecessarily lose any of their warriors in such a duel. And this was a possibility. Garou are known for their rage, and when they fight, their bloodlust may get the better of them. These nights duels are invoked far less often, but the death of a Garou is felt even more keenly. Thus, this part of the litany might be heavily stressed before any such duels take place. The loser may bare their throat, and thus receive the mercy of the victor without any loss of honor at their part, but it is far from unheard of for particularly wily Garou to accidentally miss their opponent's surrender and deliver a crippling or even lethal blow to their beaten rival. The Garou nation holds honor, wisdom, and glory in high regard, and they are often strictly hierarchical in their societies. Older Garou often have a list of mighty deeds to their names, and are thus entitled to a certain amount of respect from those below them. Thus the law of submission to those of higher station. In older times, this law was strictly reinforced, and rulers of the Garou would often hold considerable power which they wielded with impunity. Today, not so much. Many young Garous scoff at their elders who cannot keep up with their understanding of the world, and usefulness and skill is not as clearly defined anymore. A young and talented hacker may cause untold times more damage to the worm and its agents than an older Garou who's a master with a glaive. The tribes vary greatly in their approach to this tenet, some ignoring it completely and others still clinging to it and the power it grants them. But those are fewer and fewer, and most competent elders of a sept will have by now realized that the older ways do not always work these nights, and act accordingly, even if that means asking a pup for help with downloading some apps on their new-fangled cell phone. The first share of the kill for the greatest in station may have originally meant that when the Garou hunted, the greatest portion would be reserved for the leader of the pack. Yet this has also come to mean that those in charge also get the majority of the spoils should something of value fall into their hands. Garou are generally not very materialistic, but occasionally powerful fetishes or even particularly enticing pieces of property may be up for grabs, and then this law is often invoked. This way of thinking rhymes poorly with the more democratic-minded Garou of the modern knights, and a few tribes have abandoned this practice completely, the Bonars in particular showing more interest in sharing things equally. Ye shall not eat the flesh of humans. Powerful words, disturbing as well, for they imply that the Garou willfully partook of this morbid morsel before it was forbidden to them. And indeed that is how things were. During the Impergium, and before it, many Garou slaked their hunger on the flesh of the long pigs. But stargazer mystics began to see a pattern, realizing that those who did became more prone to succumbing to the Wyrm's influence. Not only that, humanity was never much of a match for the Garou at that time, and thus it would dull their edge when worthier foes would appear. It is, however, far from uncommon for Garou to partake in human flesh during one of their frenzies, especially during their very first change. Thus, this is a law that is not always enforced quite as severely as some others, but there is of course a difference in degrees. Garou who take up the habit of feeding on humans are often shunned, sometimes even hunted, for their actions, as they are believed to be inviting the Wyrm into their hearts by doing so. We have discussed only 7 of the 13 tenets of the litany, but our time runs short. When next we meet, we will discuss the last 6, and then take a closer look at how the Garou mete out justice amongst themselves, both in terms of how a trial is conducted, but also how the punishment is dealt.
Okay, let's go now to part 2. I want to make this as quick as possible. After we finish the litany in part 2 and kinfolk, then we will launch the game. This is lore and information you are required to learn in order to understand the story of this game, since it takes its everything from the background tabletop story.
The Garou society bears some semblance to that of the humans, although they will of course strongly deny it. Individual Garou may hold positions of influence in their septs, councils of elders form basic government, and septs are simply communities formed around a valuable resource, the cairns in this case. They create art, they sing and celebrate, wage war and mourn their dead. In truth, because the Garou find so many of their own kind from human society, they will inevitably leave their mark upon their culture, whether it be through new forms of expression or new ways to interpret the litany and to punish those who break it. Previously we discussed the first 7 laws of the litany, and now we shall proceed with the last 6, after which we will take a closer look at what manners of punishment is done to those who break these rules. Respect those beneath ye. All are of Gaia. Few laws have been as thoroughly reinterpreted and blatantly ignored as this one. The Garou are creatures of Gaia and need then to understand that their duty is just one of the many important ones done in her name. But they are prideful creatures, these warriors of Gaia. In the beginning, they understood well the concept behind this law and respected the other servants of the Mother. Yet as time went by and as their might became obvious, the Garou felt it became less important to heed the words of any but their own kind. After all, they were the mightiest of Gaia, so why then should they listen to the bears, or the ravens, or the spiders? And let us not speak of the humans, weak, pathetic little sacks of flesh. The Impergium and the War of Rage came about because the Garou thought themselves more clever and more capable than the other Pharaoh. and the humans so far beneath them that they deserved only death. In their folly, the Garou unbalanced all of creation, and many of the changing breeds were wiped out, their important task left forsaken. Even between the Garou, this law is often ignored. Many tribes nitpick, questioning the definition of what respect actually means, and the Bonars, often considered the lowest of the tribes, laugh at the concept of this so-called respect. Wherever it is, they haven't seen any of it. Yet this is one of the most important laws, because without the humility it enforces, the Garou are quick to forget themselves and may fall victim to their own hubris, as in the past, with dire consequences. This law helps the Garou swallow their pride and earn allies, a woefully needed resource in these dark times. The veil shall not be lifted. Humanity must not know of the existence of the Garou, and never before has this been so relevant. In ages past, when communication between villages was sparse, and when not even the most well-trained soldiers could muster much resistance against a frenzying werewolf, it was easy to tidy over any breaches against this part of the litany. But in the modern night, digital media and recordings, horrific weaponry, and the many tendrils of the Wyrm in governments and private industries all mean that the Garou must exercise utmost caution. The greatest tool of the Garou in this matter is the delirium. Because of the Impergium, a deeply rooted fear of werewolves is ingrained into humanity. Thus, most of them will fall into a state of catatonic fear, or overwhelming terror, whenever they see one of the Garou in their Krynos form. Yet this is not true for all of humanity, and recording devices still operate quite efficiently regardless of its wielder's mental state. No tribes take this law lightly, and while they may have some leniency with pups who don't know better, enforcing this law ultimately means that humans may have to be killed for the greater good, something that rarely sits right with most Garou, especially human-born. This is where many of the Garou differ in opinion, however, with certain hardliners sparing no lives in order to preserve their secrecy, while more humane tribes, like the Children of Gaia, might instead try to find some way to discredit or cover up the leak, willing to go to pretty great lengths in order to spare innocent lives. Should their existence be leaked to the enemy, however, few Garou would think twice about coming down on them like the vengeance of Gaia herself. Do not suffer thy people to tend thy sickness. Just as the previous law, this one has undergone quite a change since it was first implemented. In ages past, it was quite unlikely that any Garou would live long enough to grow infirm or weak. The werewolves are naturally quite resilient to most diseases, and their violent lifestyle tend to not make longevity a likely outcome. Despite this, if a Garou warrior ever reached an age where they could no longer fight, they would either head off into the wild on their own for one last glorious stand, or they would be torn apart by their own packmates to be spared the indignity of slowly withering away. Naturally, this mentality does not rhyme well with human empathy and culture. Over time, and as Homid Garou began to outnumber the Lupus breed, human customs would be adopted, including the veneration of elders and the care for the sick. Often this would prove beneficial to the Garou as well, as wisdom and cunning generally are traits independent of one's ability to fight, after all. The various tribes all have their own approach to this law, of course. The Children of Gaia would never wish to see any of their old or infirm be abandoned, often going to great lengths to aid them in their suffering, while a more martially inclined tribe such as the Ganafenris might send them off on an impossible task, leaving a dent in the Wyrm's forces and going out with a roar of defiance. Still others may eschew any sympathy whatsoever and keep to the old traditions, giving their elders the choice of honorable death or to be killed by their own. The leader may be challenged at any time during peace. Peace is a difficult term to define, especially to the Garou who, by their very nature, would seem to always be at war. After all, the Wyrm does not grow any weaker, and, many less savory leaders in the Garou nation would argue, any conflict amongst the werewolves is a victory for the Wyrm. Naturally, there are many who disagree to this, and this law is often hotly debated amongst individual Garou and even packs within a sept. Ultimately, the law does not state what war is, nor does it declare what sort of challenge may be issued, and thus many clever Garou use this loophole to challenge a despotic leader in a physically harmless but nonetheless humiliating challenge that may resolve the issue of their leadership without any lasting harm. On the other side of the coin, a particularly insistent pack of Garou may each challenge a leader in turn until they are too weak to put up any resistance, wearing them down until they can take leadership by force. This tactic may be employed for hostile takeovers of septs and cairns should roaming packs of Garou consider themselves superior wardens of such a place. The leader may not be challenged during wartime. To further elaborate on the previous point, it is considered bad form to actually argue against an alpha during conflict. Once the cards are on the table and the fight is being fought, the alpha's words are law, even if individual Garou may disagree with it. In a sense, this is how the military operates. Lower-ranked Garou must simply trust that their leaders know more than what they do, or have a plan in mind that will save them, because if they begin to question, or even go against these orders, everything can come falling down like a house of cards. Sometimes orders are just wrong, though. The alpha may have underestimated the enemy's strength, or overestimated their own, or perhaps the situation changes and the alpha's orders no longer take the current battlefield into account. At such times, some Garou decide to go against their orders and end up saving the day. But even if that's the case, the Garou consider insubordination during battle a grave offense, and while they may be excused, after a proper trial of course, because of the results from their actions, very few Garou who disobey orders can expect to earn any renown from their actions. The last litany stands universally uncontested by others. Ye shall take no action that causes a cairn to be violated. In the modern nights, the cairns are rapidly dwindling in numbers, either abandoned due to a lack of available guardians, or outright destroyed due to humanity's progress. Thus, no Garou would ever threaten the safety of a cairn unless they were swayed to do so by the Wyrm, and at such point, they would most likely be hunted down by the others and slain for their crime. Even if this is done unintentionally, the punishment will be quite severe. The Garou do not deal out punishment like human society would. There are no werewolf prisons, no fines to be paid, although community service might be one form of lighter punishment for crimes that do not warrant more severe retribution. Generally, it requires a severe breach of the litany for a Garou to be condemned on the spot. Usually they are given a fair hearing after the event in question in order to defend themselves and to stand judgment before a proper tribunal. It is often the case that the Philodox, the half-moons, are the ones who judge members of their sept, for theirs is the role of the judge and mediator in disputes. Yet even so, it is not uncommon for the Arun to rule in matters concerning war, as they are perceived to be the authority on such matters, and some septs may form a jury of peers from Garou of the same auspice as the defendant, or even choose one member of each auspice so that the matter may be perceived from all perspectives. The tribes handle these things differently as well. Some of the more physically inclined tribes, the Get of Fenris and Red Talons coming to mind, tend to resolve issues with the trial by combat, giving the defendant an opportunity to prove their worth that way. Others conduct elaborate hearings where each of the parties voice their thoughts on the matter, employing their speechcraft, sometimes with a dash of subterfuge to win the argument. The Shadow Lords are experts in this field. The more spiritually inclined tribes, such as the Uktena, may summon up spirits of justice to determine the guilt of the offender, and the Glasswalkers may resort to a full-on criminal procedure, mimicking human society. These are, of course, broad strokes, and most septs tend to be of mixed tribes these nights, so the first matter in every trial will be to decide how it should be conducted. A Garou may be given any of a wide range of punishments. Loss of renown is a common judgment for minor infractions, as is the aforementioned community service, which usually comes at a manageable but uncomfortable expense of the offender. Larger crimes may result in death or banishment, a punishment worse than death to many Garou. A banished Garou, or Ronin, is excluded from the Garou nation, forced to walk alone in atonement of their crimes. They have no friends, no safe haven, and only through great deeds and sacrifices may they regain their honor in the eyes of their former peers, if that ever happens. With the apocalypse around the corner, and the Garou ever fewer in numbers, laws and rules need to be reinterpreted lest the warriors of Gaia waste their time and energy on trivialities when the enemy grows stronger. Yet the sad truth is that even now, as Gaia draws her final labored breaths, her children squabble over proper decor and rights. Were they to unite, she might stand a chance, yet the discord between the tribes seems almost an inevitability.
Okay, I hope you are learning some information from these videos. Because now we understood that Kahal is actually a Ronin, and he should have been trialed, I think. Anyway, last video for today's educational part will be Kinfolk. If you want us to completely close the tab for the Primogen, we'll just have to play the Spiral Dancers, Black Spiral Dancers, and that's it. This is the last video we will see from here, because those both are just background story for this one. I know we didn't check the rite of passage. Believe me, it's not that important. It is important for the sake of the lore, yeah. But, well, it's just that the Garou cubs go through a test of might and brains, etc. If you want me to show you to show it to you later, but not at the moment. Now we'll go with Kinfolk. Maybe next stream we'll go over the rite of passage and the Black Spiral Dancers, and that's it. Why am I saying this? Because we shall be continuing on with Brett Gone and with Gentleman Gamer from once we finish from the Primogen. Also, the game itself, Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, is not a lengthy game. It's not that long, and I'm starting to fear that maybe we'll be missing some educational parts if I just continue on with our format, one mission per session. Anyway, I'm going to now mute my mic and go straight to the Kinfolk. We don't want to waste too much time.
Not all born of Garou are Garou themselves. This is a fact that the Garou have had to live with since time immemorial. Those born with the blood of werewolves, but who do not undergo the change, are called kinfolk, and they may be either human or wolf. Kinfolk do not suffer delirium, and while they lack the rage that so well defined the Garou, and only a handful of them can ever hope to manifest Gnosis, they remain special in the eyes of Gaia. It must first be dispelled this rumor that there is a Garou gene. While it is highly likely that a Garou mating with kinfolk will produce either kin or Garou, in fact, roughly 1 out of 10 children born to such a coupling will experience the change. But this may not always be the case. In fact, some children born from a Garou may not even be kin, while to non-kin humans, or wolves, mating may result in kinfolk, or even a full-blooded Garou. Thus, it is not impossible for new lines, so to speak, to spring up among mortals and wolves alike, as Gaia sees fit to bring more, or less, of her warriors into the world. Kinfolk who know who and what they are often referred to as kenning, while those who have no ties to Garou society are called callow. In the past, callow kinfolk were quite rare, but in the modern nights, they are steadily increasing as fewer and fewer Garou are around to induct them into the sects. Once, in ages past, kinfolk were seen as a valuable resource to fight over. Indeed they were, for when the Garou were more plentiful and humanity had not complete control over their world like how they do now, the Garou fought each other for domain, for influence, and, of course, for kinfolk. Large families or even bloodlines would fall under the sway of the Garou, and sometimes entire villages could be formed where all, or all but a few, were kin to the werewolves. While different tribes, and indeed different septs, may have had different approaches to how they treated their kinfolk, the long and short of it is that they wanted more Garou of their own tribe, and the simplest way to achieve this was to mate with kinfolk. Kinfolk would often be brought into the family, so to speak, and taught enough to know the purpose of the Garou and what they were fighting, and many kinfolk would even serve side by side as soldiers, teachers, or guardians of the cairns. A kinfolk would be valued primarily by their fertility, and thus would their renown be closely tied to it. Someone who conceived Garou children would often enjoy respect from their peers, and even from the Garou. In some sense, this view of kinfolk may still in fact live on, although it of course differs between tribes, but inevitably the Garou will often attempt to seek their mates amongst the kinfolk, aided by the fact that they know of their existence and the plight of Gaia, which makes it easier for the Garou to let their hair down, so to speak. Back then, it would also not be very unusual for a newborn child to be scryed upon to reveal whether they would experience the first change, and if they would, the family would then ensure that their transition into becoming a Garou would not be a traumatic one. With plenty of wolf and human kinfolk around, the child could learn about the life as the other breed as well, meaning that they would have at least a rough understanding of what they would experience once they had undergone the change. Kin fetches were used to keep track of children born to Garou or kinfolk that were assumed to have the potential to become Garou as well. A kin fetch is essentially a simple spirit such as a gaffling, tasked and bound to alert local Garou about the event of a first change. Thus, the Garou would not need to keep a constant eye on these children, but would instead be alerted once this child or cub experienced their first change, and could therefore quickly be approached and aided. This would prevent the Wyrm's servants from tracking them and prevent them from causing too much destruction or chaos, or even put their own life at risk with the rage of the first change, at least in theory. Naturally, as time went by and humanity began to outgrow the confines allowed them by the Garou, the use of kin fetches became a rarer occurrence, as these simple spirits would often serve as beacons for Banes or Black Spiral dancers to hone in on, and thus put these potential Garou in grave danger. Not to mention that the increasing rarity of Garou would mean that a kinfetch may find a cub undergoing their first change, but find no nearby Garou to answer their summons. Likewise, it became harder for the Garou to keep track of their descendants and their bloodlines, as the Garou had to mingle with an ever-growing quantity of humans, as roaming packs of wolves became fewer and fewer in numbers. With millions of people living close together, it became almost an impossibility for the Garou to keep track of what child might potentially change or not, and thus the Garou are not quite as bound to their kinfolk as they once were. Yet naturally there are still many kin who reside in or near a sept, pledging themselves to aid their Garou siblings in protecting their cairn, and Gaia of course as well. Kinfolk are naturally more plentiful, and while they may lack many of the powers that come so easily to the Garou, they are often much more versed in human society, being more dependent on it for survival. Wolfkin are, however, more precious now than they have ever been before, and many Garou consider it their duty to ensure that any presence of wild wolves in their area are protected from poachers and other threats. A kinfolk may be able to learn some gifts over time, especially if Gaia has seen fit to grant them with the spiritual power of Gnosis, but as very few are, and none are ever born with the innate rage of their Garou kin, they are often heavily limited in this field, and that does not take into account how they must also prove themselves worthy of being taught these gifts. Likewise, they are unable to step sideways, as, unlike the Garou, they are of one body, not two. They may be more attuned to the spiritual world, but they are not a part of it. Many kinfolk share some behavioral traits of the Garou. They may have intense dreams and nightmares. They may be loners, having difficulty relating to other non-kinfolk, and those who are not aware of their heritage may be struck by a melancholic longing for a place to belong to. They are, after all, members of the larger pack in a sense, and they unconsciously know this. Many kinfolk will come to find that they are often highly valued at a sept, although over time they may also come to realize that this may not be entirely because of who they are, but rather what they are. Some Garou see kinfolk only as good breeding stock, and this view will inevitably poison the well of their relationship. To these Garou, the kinfolk are more akin to precious possessions rather than people, let alone equals, and this might foster resentment amongst the kinfolk under their protection. Likewise, many Garou may be overprotective and might underestimate the skills and determination of their kinfolk, telling them to stay safe and away from danger, and then shouldering all risks themselves. While it is true that kinfolk are not as strong or resilient as the Garou are in much fewer numbers, and as their enemies grow stronger, and their numbers continue to dwindle, the responsibilities of the Garou will eventually become too much, and they will either lapse or have to learn to trust their kin with these duties. Thus, the aforementioned resentment may grow into actual hostility if the kinfolk are not treated with respect and dignity. In the modern times, when lack of strength can be more than compensated for through other means, a group of determined and properly pissed off kinfolk might even be able to bring a Garou down if they are pushed far enough. This resentment may also stem from a deep jealousy, which the kinfolk might not even want to acknowledge or be aware of. They are so close to being Garou, yet by a simple fluke they never underwent the change, and this can fester in the heart of even the noblest of kinfolk until every sight of a Garou in Krynos drives another splinter into their soul. Indeed, there are legends of forbidden rituals that would allow a kinfolk to become a skin changer themselves, but the prize is the lives of 5 Garou, each from one of the auspices, and unless the pelts of these Garous were given willingly, it would eat away at the heart and soul of the kin who performed the ritual. Few kinfolk would ever go to such extremes, of course, but enough have to have driven home the point to many of the more progressive tribes of Garou. Kinfolk are people, and need to be treated as such. Indeed, much of this resentment also stems from how the kinfolk want to help their kin, how their very hearts cry out to join the cause of the Garou, but how they are denied. Many kinfolk throw themselves into battle to prove their worth to the werewolves, wasting their lives in an effort to show that even if they cannot change, they are still worthy guardians of Gaia. Kinfolk have little supernatural protection and are likewise therefore almost as likely to develop supernatural abilities as normal mortals are. There are kinfolk who become mages, their avatar awakening, perhaps even at the same time as they realize the existence of supernatural creatures, and granting them powers vastly superior to most of their kin, with the potential to become even mightier than the Garou. The werewolves, meanwhile, tend to be thoroughly distrusting of the mages, who will often take what they want from Gaia and rarely think of the greater picture. But some mages, Verbena especially, have over time come to achieve a rapport with some of the Garou. Likewise, kinfolk may be born with the soul of the Fae within them, and through history the Garou have been known to breed with the Fae, especially the Fianna. Thus, while rare, it is far from unheard of for a changeling to be born as a kinfolk, often following the edicts of the Seelie courts as they tend to align better with the Garou nation. Of course, the opposite is true should this changeling be born a Black Spiral kin. If a Fae spirit should be born into the body of a Garou, however, they will never experience their change into a changeling, and that will instead be reserved for a future incarnation. Kinfolk may become wraiths as well, and while they have some protection from it, they may also be embraced. Generally, the Garou tend to take the embracing of kinfolk as a grave insult and will track down and slay any kindred who would be so bold, almost always killing their corrupted kin as well, to put them out of their misery. In essence, kinfolk straddle the uncomfortable middle position of being exposed to the true horrors of the Wyrm and what that entails, while lacking much of the strength to do much about it. Still, kinfolk politicians could exercise whatever powers human institutions provide them for the betterment of Gaia. And one can argue that the political landscape is a war zone itself, with Pentex lobbyists willing to go to any lengths to see the new drilling deals through, and if the werewolves hope to stand any chance fighting their ancient enemy in the modern Knights, they will need to see past their prejudice and realize that without the kinfolk, they will never stand triumphant.
Okay, we've been spending 47 minutes now for education. I think this will be enough for today. Next session, we shall be visiting the Rite of Passage and finally the Black Spiral Dancers. If we're going to go to the Black Spiral Dancers, we'll have also to go for the Gentleman Gamer Guide Appendix of the Black Spiral Dancers as well. Then we can easily close this tab for good and have all the information we need. Okay, so this one is for the Bonowers with McGowan. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break for the toilet, and once I return back here, we shall start the game officially. Once again, all the credit is given right here in the description. For the Scientia Antiquorum, for the World of Darkness introduction, the Primogen and its playlist, the McGowan and its his playlist, Fatrick Bateman, the person who collected all the videos in one playlist, and also the Gentleman Gamer. I do not own any of this content at all. Not a single bit. I'm just here to play the video game here that I do own a copy of, the Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, but that's it. All the background knowledge and education entirely. I don't own any of it. Okay, I'm going now to activate the stop the credit here. Activate live chat feedback, and I'm going to go to the toilet, and once I return here, we shall start the game officially. Okay, before I start, I'd like to give my thanks for Red Flare Cards, live chat on the screen, YouTube live streaming chat OBS Studio. This is the user that taught me how to deal with this, the live chat stuff from YouTube's feedback. Looks like it will remain here as is. I don't really care about it that much. Anyway, give me a moment here, please. 1 second, so I can prepare myself to launch the game. Believe me, you don't need to know everything that happens in the background. Okay, let's get started then. Werewolf, the Apocalypse, Earthblood. Oh, I completely forgot that I have to quickly edit here and write down game starts. Gameplay starts at 59 minutes. Okay, 59 minutes. Since some of you just hate to learn about the game, even though I believe that possibly learning some stuff about this game's background knowledge is nice to have, nice to do. Let's go. For you, maybe you will be able to see the live chat. For me, I still can't. Werewolf, the Apocalypse, Earthblood. I already muted the music from the start because the cast copyright claimers have now claimed my this intro's music twice, and I'm not looking for them to claim it a third time. By the way, in case you don't know about this, where is my stream here? In case you don't know about this, my channel. Give me my videos manager, please. Now this one, cancel it. Some cursed creature, may death be upon you, claimed my third part with copyright strike that caused them to block it. That's funny. If I go to the details, you will see here. The Cursed Sack of Trash. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, original Australian release by AC/DC. This song, this cursed piece of shit, made my video blocked worldwide. I'm currently editing it to remove it and mute it. Also, Tangata, Alien Weaponry, the song that plays in the main menu, is copyrighted also. I'll have to double edit this garbage. With that being said, I wholeheartedly mean it. This cast creature, death be upon you, AC/DC. I truly pray that may God take your soul, because your sack of shit song is not worth my video to be taken down. Also, if you do wish to take me down, why not also take down the video that we took from you, the song? From the Bone Knowers. Life is unfair, so just deal with it, I think. Let's go back to our game assets. You can see now my live feedback from OBS, the comments. I cannot see anything to my right side. What you see on the live stream right now, feedback, is not the same thing I can see at all. But honestly, who cares? You know what? I know you can't see the loading icon, but whatever. What you want to see is the live chat feedback. Even though it's not transparent, I cannot do anything about it at the moment. Going back to Kahal and our...
I'm out.
Nice job. Bring me vocal data as soon as you can.
Let's get moving. Yeah, I know previously we did go to Eva. Give her the data. Who cares? Not me. Let's go back to her right away now. While we're at it, I'm going to go talk to anyone that cares about talking with us. Oh my god, the lags.
This is where Rodko and the others staged their distraction.
Yeah, it is. Go back to Lopus mode and let's quickly move it. I need to go to Rodko, to Aidana. Hi, what's up?
Humans are bleeding Kaya dry and strengthening the worm.
Yeah, we know. By the way, from the educational part of this stream today, I believe we have learned now that, for God's sake, what's wrong with my CPU? This much? Wow. Again, I'm playing the game with OBS surround and with the other stuff, so yeah, justifiable. I'm going first to speak with Rodko and Ethan if they have any stuff for us to do. Okay, so nothing new. Fine. There's a possibility that Aidana is a kinfolk and not a Garou, necessarily. And also Kahal is a Ronin. Things you should have learned by now what they mean if you were to watch the learning part of the video. The lure part. And by the way, Alforel did mention to me that he pressed the mid option for my latest poll, and he told me that he doesn't think that lure is for losers. I intentionally put down that that take on the run and gun people, because truly some people just wish to play through the games and ignore the lure altogether. That wasn't a joke, that was intentional. And yes, some people do believe that if you don't just simply
Hello there.
straight go to the gameplay without learning anything in the background, then there's no point in owning the game in the first place.
Judging from how well your diversion went, I take it your wounds are fully healed.
We didn't lose anyone, and the mission was a success, so I can't complain. But we're a long way from being finished with Endron.
What's our next step?
I still need to put some thought into it. Ask me later.
Bloody hell! Double that bloody hell! Give me a second, please. I can see this here. I can see that chat in my phone. But I cannot read any of the feedback on my phone. The chat that's right now in the front of you is in my screen as a live feedback. But I am unable to read anything from it. This wasn't my intention at all. See here, pop up the chat, yes. This here, this screen right here. Copy it, restore it. Give me a moment, please. I'm going to refresh my application here, my YouTube application, in case I can regain the ability to access my chat, live chat. Hey, background noise. Would you like to be a little bit louder than this? Would you like to be... Yeah, come on. More. As if an airplane just came above me. Even more. Come on, higher. Higher. Ruin the entire stream, please, will ya? Unbelievable. I do swear I did write the correct code in here, within the CSS. Chatter room color, to prop chat from this one OBS. Maybe because my OBS is the new version, not the legacy version. Who knows? But yes, this line here is supposed to give us full access to the normal transparent thing, whatever. As long as I can read the live chat from my phone, I am good with it. Arturo _1518, hey Invisible Babe. If only they make the games as incredible as Defiance. I have an important exam in 40 minutes, but I can still be with you here. Your participation is very much appreciated, but you better have more focus on your exam. On the live stream feedback, my brain is farting so hard right now. I can see the live chat feedback now, and I can see it through my phone as well. But in the game screen, as in my own laptop screen, I cannot see that chat. So nothing have changed. You just now can see your own chat feedback on the screen. This is what is important, I think. Let's talk with Dusk.
You all right, Dusk?
Sure, but how about you? I hear you'll be taking on the fracking site. Shit. Talk about taking the bull by the horns.
How does he know? He's worried.
We'll be taking it by the tail. It's too risky for a frontal attack.
By the way, Ava asked me to give Declan a hand tonight. She wants us to jam communications between the outpost and the fracking site so they don't see you coming.
That'd be a real help. I'm counting on you.
I won't let you down. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thanks, but you hold on to that luck. You need it more than I do.
Okay? I already finished the fracking site as is. I know that. Let's go speak with Adana. Again with the camera.
Going?
Good. Great, even. We're this close to taking Endron down. And it's all thanks to you.
I was not alone.
Not just me. All of us.
True, but everything's changed since you came back. The whole pack is doing better. Why did you go away, Dad? Really?
You know why. After the death of your mother, something snapped inside me. And it cost Rafik his life. I was a raw nerve. Liable to give in to rage at the slightest push. If I'd stayed... if I'd hurt you...
But now you've come back and everything's okay. Please, Dad. I don't want you to leave me again.
Give me a moment, please, so I don't ruin this any further, but looks like the lightning engine in this cutscene is completely ruined because Kahal is invisible. Whatever, it might be possible. Let's just finish this quickly and get going.
Me neither. I never wanted to go. But I'm still a danger to you.
I know, but if I lost you again, I just want you to think about it.
I will, Adie. I promise. Let's talk about it again when all this is finished.
Fine. Looks like because we don't have any lights around here other than that light, the game thinks we cannot see or we're not able to see Kahal's face. Whatever, let's just get moving. I've never said for once at all that I care about the graphics that much. What I care about is the performance. I think that right now you are more satisfied by seeing your own comments on the screen finally, and to see how much of participation I could have, or I have, whatever. Is this normal gamma settings for the game, or is it a little bit too dark? The only thing I swear I told with was the sound, which I should be giving it back here. Full. And gamma is at 38. Yeah, this is just normal. The last one to the left is barely visible, that's just normal. Resolution skill is 50, normal. Okay, fine. Apply. Yeah, go back.
Here's Voke's data.
Hell yeah. This should give us a look at what Endron's mixing into its biofuel.
If this data contains what you hope it does,
Then we'll be able to land a heavy blow against Endron. It's probably got info on what they're doing in Nevada, too.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
So this was the correct answer then.
How are things at the dam? Did they find out what we did?
Doesn't look like it. The plan worked perfectly. They must think they scared you off before you managed to do anything.
They'll figure it out in due time. We need to move. I'll go see Rodko.
Pop by to see Adana, too, if you've got the time. She'd appreciate it.
Fine. Let's go now and get ready for the next mission, which is today's session goal. I know we started the gameplay so late, but regardless, you do need to learn the background information. Regardless. What's up, Rodko?
Have you had time to plan our next steps? We've gotta act before they realize what we did at the dam.
I know, and I'm ready. Go get Ava and Adana. It's time to attack our final target. The plan is simple. No unnecessary risks. We go in as a small team and get the data on Endron's twisted experiments. Then we let the media do the rest of the work for us. Ava?
The room housing the data we're after is impossible to unlock from the outside. Trust me, we tried. Which is why I need you, Cahal, to connect me to the server in their central control room so I can open the way for Adana.
The problem is, even if we manage to open the door, that room is under high surveillance. I'd be detected before I manage to recover anything.
So Ava said, we need security to keep its eyes off the screens for a few minutes so you'll have room to work. Blowing up the refinery should do it. I'll handle that.
That would put the site out of action and get their whole security team's attention. 2 birds with 1 stone.
But that still won't buy you too much time, 80. You'll have to be quick.
3 minutes is all I need. And then our problems are solved.
Ava, you'll be in charge of coordination. I'm counting on you. Cahal, we'll meet in the area that links their outpost to the fracking site.
Okay, we'll draw less attention that way. But if the outpost raises an alarm...
Declan and I will jam their communications, just in case.
Adana, you go about your normal workday until you get the signal. Everyone else, we attack this evening. I wish you all the best of luck.
I know this is not the very chat feedback you were looking for to have on the screen, but currently this is the best I can do until I learn some more about how to make the chat box transparent and invisible. Sorry. I am a dedicated streamer, but I'm a very slow learner when it comes to the quality of life stuff. For that, I apologize. Okay. Yifan, you want anything from us at the moment? No? Fine. Cahal is a Ronin. So far, Adana is a kinfolk. And our tribe is going to attack its final mark. This is why I told you before that this game is very short. Very, very short. And I'm afraid that we may not be able to give you all the information necessary to understand the game before it ends.
Declan, are you ready for this evening?
Hey, Kyle. Yeah. I spent a fair bit of time watching Endron's sites. There won't be any problem on our side.
Tell about Dusk. What does he know about the site?
Dusk told me he'll be joining you.
Yeah. He knows the tech we're going to use.
No surprise there. We worked together on a number of missions. He's a good man and a capable ally. Make sure nothing happens to him.
You can count on me.
What does he know about the site?
What's the layout of this place like?
The fracking site is built in the shape of a cross. The labs where Adana works are to the north, and the refinery to the south. The flare stacks lie to the east and west, and in the middle is the central control room.
The central control room. That's where I install Ava's relay.
It's fairly close to the entrance after the outpost. You shouldn't run into too many problems on your way there. Though they recently received some new kit from Nevada. Large caliber defense turrets. And I'm sure they're loaded up with silver.
I'll be careful. Thanks for the info.
Leave.
Good luck this evening.
Right back at you, thanks.
Before we continue on, there is one little line of script I'd like to try it out here quickly. Last line I did not add to the CSS. Maybe it is the reason why this is not transparent enough. What was it again? Like this? And I think anything changed? Not really, nothing changed. Let me quickly check a quick preview of my own stream so I can see what you can see. Full screen. Yeah, thanks for nothing at all with this 7 minute. Is my stream really this blurry? For real? Arturo, is my stream really this blurry? Wait. Is my stream this? But for God's sake, 360. You missed the 720. I am streaming in 720, not 360. Yeah, it's readable. Sort of. Good enough. Fine. Let's go back to the game as is. I'm really sure about this. Settings quickly. The stream. It's okay. Fine. The output. Streaming. It's 1900 by 1080. Okay. Nothing wrong. Then why? File is high. Okay, video. So this is supposed to be 1200 by 80 by 720. Whatever. Cancel. Let's just go back to the game. I don't want to go too much technical here. You're here to watch the game, not to watch me playing with the technical side of OBS. I'll work on it on another maybe test focused stream. Not at the moment. You could tell by now, yes, I am seriously angry today due to the copyright claim. And also because I'm unable to provide for you what I'm supposed to provide. I'm talking about quality stream stuff. Since if this is the kind of stream feedback you are getting from me at 720 60, this is just pathetic. Thanks for that invisible. Not really sure what you're thinking about. But I hope that right now you are able to read your own comments on the screen freely. How do I enter now? Purpose entrance? Oh, this is an entrance. Okay. Take it easy. Bolts. No need. Go, Lopez. Be careful. Are my streams literally that bloody or not? Now, I'm getting paranoid.
What happened to the dam?
An intruder managed to get inside, but from what I've heard, he fled before he could do anything.
The real threat was on the outside. We lost a number of men in the attack.
Yeah, you did lose a number of Indron pigs in that attack. And I'm glad about it. Hi. See me. Because if this is literally the quality that all of my streams so far had, the bloody unfocused mess, then this is such a high level disgrace. It's not even funny. It is not funny. Especially for a freelance streamer who wishes to have streaming games as his own livelihood income bringer. Silently, but silent but surely. No, you're not. Take him down. Oh, God. Okay, sabotage. Since you're so much adamant that you don't want to kill the guy, behind the crates so that he cannot see us. Okay. Come back up here. It's just ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Okay.
Nobody here.
Yeah, sure, nobody here. Except for me.
Dead shot.
Okay, calm down, Invisible. Calm down. Calm the hell down. I did watch my streams after I finish it to review my mistakes and edit them if needed. I know about the quality of what I do. It's fine. For God's sake! Do I have to enrage now? If he sees the corpses, there's a very big possibility. Go back up. Nobody wants you. Nobody needs you.
What the hell?
Enrage! Sick! Yeah. Just so that what happened right there. The game couldn't understand my orders. Finish them. I didn't want this to happen. I wanted this to be a stealth area. Doesn't matter. Execute. Was it too much to ask for a stealth approach game? Was it really that much, too much to ask for a stealth approach? Looks like it was. It was indeed too much to ask for a stealth approach. Way too much. To the point where it was criminal to ask for it. Invisible, calm down. Calm the hell down. Once closed, Kahal, let's move it. What do you think of the Spore games? Spore, you mean the man-made evolution simulator, the Darwinism lie simulator? I don't think about them anything. They just exist so that people can be trolled about them. Let it be known that I do not believe in Darwinism. I stand against it with every fiber in my actual being. Spore is a good game for trolling, for showing you if the humans had the power of creation, what kind of atrocities and abominations they would create and make. And also they show you why humans should not be given god power. Plain and simple. There's a spirit there. Anyone else? Let's see. This is by far the one stream where I have the most self-loathing feeling I have ever had in my life. Wow. Arturo 1518, for the love of God, please tell me that your feedback is not blurry and that it is in 1290 by 720. Please, for the love of God, tell me that. My streamings for Aragami 2, Aragami 1, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Project Altered Beast, Everything else was not blurry. Otherwise, it is more than justified for my channel to be trashed. Quite literally. It is so much embarrassing. Let's go to the Lupus entrance. Am I even recording my voice here? Yes, you are. I'm recording my voice with a desktop sound, good internet connection, CPU usage is good, no frames dropped. YouTube is rendering the footage. Everything so far is going good. Paranoia is overtaking me.
You'll be sent to Nevada for analysis, but at first glance, you seem perfectly healthy.
Glad to hear. Thanks, Doc.
Be quiet now and try your very best, quite literally, to stay hidden. Give it the stealth approach whenever possible. If I jump here, he's looking at me. Where do I have to go? There. Okay. Silently, but surely. Easy does it. I know we spent around 1 hour teaching you about the lore behind the game, about its background story, but for me all of that has a value. Thank you! Come here! And now, go here. Get rid of one. Too risky to take care of this one. I could just bark on him so that he comes here, but again, that's not the ideal, the most ideal planning phase. Once again, I repeat my answer. Sport games are very creative, very weird, and very original, because your own creation is always unique to you from anyone else. I do not care about sport games. I just don't see any point to them, personally. Now we. The game is almost giving me the enemies one by one to finish them off. As you can't see me. There are 3 discs at least, and this in front of me. How can you see me? Are you now going to move? Hello? Hello? Oh, it's going to move here. And I'm not going to enrage yet. Just skip here, open the door, and that's it. Looks like it, because nobody wishes to move. So just open the door here and enter. Also, close it. And nobody cares. Nice. There is that gold. Anything in here? Okay, anything that's worth looking at, mentioning, or even exploring? Or just some time-wasting area here? Time-wasting room. So I think there is a spirit nearby here, but I'm not sure if it is up here. Possibly up there, not here yet. Around me at the moment there is nothing at all worth checking up, but maybe upstairs. Okay, save here. Go back to this.
The Nevada HQ sent us men and weaponry to make up for the losses at the training center.
Yeah, Major Grainer made the request in person. She's not the sort of person you say no to.
Okay. Take it easy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 away. So 4 enemies here. One of them is elite. I can either take the stealth approach, or I can go enrage. You are going to sleep here, and now. I'm talking to you, buddy. I need seriously to stop my spamming of that one word. Lastly, I'll try to change it. What now? I could take him out without the others noticing. Hopefully. Still one, and that elite is making me mad. Can I perhaps stealthy or take him out with a crossbow, or will that elite be able to see us? I could maybe jump to the disc via the lupus form, or even when this guy turns himself around and take him out instantly. Shut up.
Should have picked another job.
Okay, next. We have an elite and we have another one there. Slowly but surely, don't need to take the elite's focus here. Keep him unaware. The other guy gives us his back now. Take it easy. No need to make the elite know about us. Even better, go away. And take him out here. The elite is still unaware, even better. If you like the sport games, it's good for you. For me, I disown them. For me, they do not exist and they are completely just a waste of time. Bye-bye. Let's see here. Anything that's worth doing here? Getting, collecting, nothing. Fine. Works as well. Any flasks? Any crossbows? Nothing? Looks like nothing. Mouse sensitivity is not that bad. Pen. Okay, out from the area of danger.
You ready to go?
I've been waiting for this.
Ava, can you hear me? I met up with Rodko. We're going through the gate of the fracking site. We're ready to launch the attack.
Understood.
Okay. Indran's fracking site. Kahal, Rodko, and Aidana are about to attack the fracking site, while Ava coordinates their actions from the Karen while destroying the site. The pack will also attempt to recover information on Indran's mysterious biofuel, thanks to Aidana's infiltration of high eco loans of the company. Okay, let's do this. Indran. And I completely forgot I had actually a mug of tea right here. I was that amazed. Let's go.
Now it's our turn.
Are you going to enrich it right away?
I'm headed for the refinery. We'll meet up when it's over. Good luck, brother.
And you, Rodko.
Everyone's in position.
I'll show them hell.
I'm in the lab. Everything seems quiet so far. No one suspects a thing.
Then let's get going.
Cahal, you've got to connect me to their servers. Adana, as soon as I create a breach, you get copying. And be careful. All of you.
Let's get moving then. What is wrong with this game's lagging and its mouse is snapping? Don't. Oh, thank God. So that previous site didn't have any spirits for us to collect. Where are you, spirit? Where are you? I want some spirit power right here and now, please. Let's see here. With the... Hello! This is one. One on a spirit. Very nice indeed. Okay, next up, I need to get here. Make sure I'm not missing anything, because if I miss anything right now, I'll be very mad at myself on the plus. What do I have here? Here it is, number 2. Is the spirit? Very nice indeed, very nice indeed. Okay, now show me the other areas where I can find some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, 5. Show me what we have here in the exterior. Anything that's worth collecting or gathering? Anything that's red? Nothing here. Jump here. Jump. Anything? Doesn't seem like it. Okay then, just continue on here. Okay, go. Okay.
You're not far from the central control room. You've just got to cross the courtyard.
Fine, understood. Where are the plans? There. And there's one here. Memo to staff, for the attention of all, in addition to the usual equipment, Division IV has sent the latest model of defense turrets produced by your specialists. An officer will visit each unit during the evening in order to present that model. Please address any questions you may have to your direct supervisors. Turrets. Bad news. Very bad news. That once boiling water I brought with me for the tea is now very drinkable water, because it is much colder. This keyboard will have when I get another sweep with my wipes. Let's keep moving. Take it easy, Kahal. Take it easy. The turret is right there. I need to shut it down somehow. Any cameras that would like to ruin my day? There is a Lopus entrance there. Okay, so the correct path is from here. Sabotage quickly. Collect this mana spirit. Go, Lupus. Up. Enter.
Troops, as you're well aware, tonight we've been joined by a new batch of soldiers from Nevada. They've gone through the same enhancement programs as you have, undergone the same training. I want no dissension, no disputes. I'm sure I don't need to remind you what will happen if you can't play nice. And Indran has no need for uncontrollable elements. As for you who just arrived from Nevada, you know the drill. Some of you had life sentences before Indran offered a helping hand. Step out of line just once, and we'll send you right back. Indran's labs are always looking for new guinea pigs. I hope I make myself clear. Speaking of Nevada transport, I'm sure you've noticed that turret above us. We've received several of them to bolster this site's defenses. We all know what Finally, I know you've all gotten a look at the elite guards from Nevada. They're the very pinnacle of what Endron's enhancement can achieve. The treatment they've gone through is reserved for the best of the best. Prove your worth to Endron, and you'll be rewarded in kind. That's all for now. Take some time to get to know each other. An officer will come to get you in a while to assign you to your posts. Dismissed.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I could enrage and destroy them now, or I can just simply go to the Lupus entrance and ignore them. I already disabled that turret that is. The turret is disabled if you wish to destroy all these guinea pigs of Endron. Okay. Is it the same exact room? Yeah, it is the same exact room. You will go to sleep right about now. Enrage! Keep dreaming! Hit the stance! This hurts, hit me! Agile! Execute! 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 Frenzy! Go! Well done. Great work, Kahal. Now, very few remain. Spirit there. 5 spirits still left. Let's go now. So that was the Lupus entrance, whatever.
I see the terminal.
Okay. Reinforcements door, reinforcements door. Any spirits around here, please? So I can collect them quickly. This one.
Intruder detected. Alert. Intruder detected.
Quickly. Generate! Execute! 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 Frenzy! Finish them! Grab, execute! Execute! Well done. Truly well done. Also, I managed to have the spirit priority.
You're good to go, Ava.
Time to work my magic. I'm on their network, but we got a problem. Yeah, shit. They've changed their encryption. We're going to have to bring down their whole network if we want to unlock the door to those servers.
Tell me how.
Ava, the flare stacks. That'd be the fastest way. Oh, you're right. We use the pressure controller on the flare stacks to force a system reboot.
Ours? Oh, this. And that. Okay, let's go. This will be a lengthy mission, I can already tell. Lupus, now. I need to go there. Is that a turret? Any Lupus entrance? There is one. But from where is the question? So try to destroy the guys with the silver bullet rifles. Only one. And that's only one. That's moving, this is stationary. Take it easy. No need for the camera to capture us. Like ever. Destroy first the sniper here. Don't you dare! Second. Next. Where's the Lupus entrance? I can see a Lupus entrance from there, but where? Here. Is it down? So you are okay, fine. Fine game. Here we go. Deactivated the camera. Now go down and disable everything else. This is the Lupus entrance. But he's looking at me. The elite here. Let's go to the Lupus entrance quickly. And up to the computer room. Exit. Nice work. Now hack. Door, camera. Done. Now exit. Lupus again. Okay, now that all the doors are open and the cameras are disabled, let's see where I am supposed to go. Okay. Some heavy security here. But as long as I don't have to enrage, I will not enrage. Go down here. Okay. Some a little too many eyes around us. That guy, I don't like him already. We could go for that sabotage point. Hi. For some reason, I believe that the game is trying to tell us to just enrage and go on. Sabotage. Lupus. See? Can I take care of this guy here by maybe taking him back behind those boxes or discreet? Destroy him instantly. I think if I do so, that other guy looking to us would attack. So the other civilian here, the John Pig. If I take care of this guy here via possibly crossbow bolt, no, that guy will see us. Then what do we do? Just enrage and get going, or just move it since we already are at the gate?
Rocco, I'm showing 3 detachments heading towards you. Not for long.
Okay. A spirit here. Nice. Another spirit. Collect. Lupus. Wait a minute, there are spirits here? This area? Okay, so I do have to enrage. Otherwise, how am I going to collect them? Fine then. Let's go in and try to see what I can do about this, guys. And about collecting the spirits. Yeah, I can see that plant. I need to go there. Shut up. And don't pig. Quiet. Shut up.
Bullseye.
Keep it to yourself. So, one more. Two more. Okay. Two of them. First destroy this one. Then we'll go to the one with the silver bullets. Because he will leave the scientist here where he will not protect himself. Now. Also, right click. Game. Bye. There's some mushrooms. Okay, lupus form. There's the second one. Of course it is at that corner. Because why not? The very corner behind the elite. I can just jump back there. Yeah, I can. Let's do this then. Silently, but quickly. Effectively. Okay, very nice so far. Is he coming here? Not exactly. Just taking a patrolling round. Sabotage. And then take the spirit here. I was almost about to lose 2 spirits. Amazing. Should I attack this guy without the elite noticing? I think I can attack with the crossbow. As long as he is out of sight of the elite's range of view. It is possible for me to aim at him from far away, as long as he stays in this corner, in the front of me. The elite will not be able to see him. But I'll have to make this shot very quick and very precise. And I hope the game doesn't once again ruin my shot with the right click. But now.
Nice and quiet.
Of course, he noticed it. Go away or enrage. Go away. Bye. Hi. Flask. Okay. Okay, for his memo to staff for the attention of all. In addition to the usual equipment, division the same stuff as per usual. Okay.
Shit! They detected my first attempt to connect. They're trying to find me.
Block them.
That's what I'm doing, but you need to move. I can't jam them forever.
Understood. One minor spirit left there. I need to go back to collect that spirit. Now with the elite enraged, maybe I can escape from him. I know how to move correctly. Very quickly. I must collect the spirits. I'm not afraid of him, it's just that the only way for you to take him down is via enragement. And currently I'm trying my best to keep my stealth gameplay as much as possible. Hi. Die. Of course, everything went to hell. What's new? What the hell? Move it! Silver! Silver! Destroy him. Drone? Back to agile. Draw away! Well then, go to your Lupus. They're here. Do I have the spirit in here? Where to? Right there. Take it easy, take it easy. Why are you so much all the time, this much... Again with the turrets stuff, yeah, same stuff exactly. Any spirits here? The penumbra vision. There's one there. 2, 3, 4. The brighter the spirits glow, the closer they are. What's this? Flask? Take it. Anything else that's worthwhile taking, or is it that just it?
I'm at the first flare stack.
Don't just stand there, hook me up. The longer you take, the more dangerous this mission gets.
Sabotage. You have an exoskeleton, 2 at least, 3. Nobody with a silver weapon yet. Hello, and good night. Of course, he innocently saw me. Enrage! Silver! Agile! Destroy the turret! Destroyed it. Execute! These are the elite. Agile! Jump! Execute! 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 Frenzy! Wait. Execute! 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 Ow! Execute! Execute! Finish him! More! Frenzy! Where else? Finish them. Heavy stance. 3. Close the frenzy. Agile. Jump. Execute. Next. Jump. Execute. Well done. I could have taken the stealth approach, but who cares? Where's the spirit? Let's go to that computer room. I can't. Where's the Lupus entrance? Usually it's supposed to be at least one Lupus entrance. Yeah, I can see it. Where? I cannot see the Lupus entrance here. That one, that's the one. In top. Exit. Next, computer, hack. Door, shut down the camera, that's it. Go back Lupus, enter. Go out. And now go to that door we just unlocked. Okay, anything here worth collecting or just hack?
Ava, I've connected you to the first flare stack.
Good. Keep it up. We've got this.
Very beautiful. Spirits. I can't see anything. Lots of clouds, yeah, but where? It is so much close to us, but the thing is, it's not here. It's in the other part, the upper levels. Phenomenal vision. And that's also that one. How do I reach that one? I don't want to finish the game without having already collected the rest of the spirits. Minor or major, doesn't matter. A spirit is a spirit. And that means for me more power points. We have now 2. Healing, heavy deep, now inflicts more damage. Roar has now increased area effect and damage. Agile stance if the current health is a low additional rage and fury. And incorruptible fury. Frenzy generates more fury. First defense damage enemies hits the crynus. Let's go for the hit points here. This is now partially healed from 7 silver. Yeah, those need 3. This needs 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. I know that Arturo most likely right now is in the exam. Tell us about. I'm going for the health here. I know you cannot read the description of the skills because of the comments section, comments area addition, but it's okay already. Would you like to stop snapping the neck of the camera every time? Where is that at? It's not in this area, correct? It's in the upper levels. I don't want to miss any spirits, because it's very possible that these are missable. Can you enter this here? Okay, how long have I been streaming for? 2 hours and 11 minutes. Okay. I'll give myself at least 30 more minutes. If I cannot finish this mission, since it's a little bit too long, then I'll have no choice but to cut it short. As in, the stream will have to be paused and continue the mission at a later time. Let's go to this one. Okay. Any spirits here? Other than that one. Actually. Let's see here. I have 2 paths possible, but I will go here first since the spirit's right here. Welcome! A greater spirit. Thank you for the power. Next one is right above us, in fact. Wow. Hello! Where is it? Inside the lupus entrance, perhaps? Looks like it. Okay, take it easy. Little battle now.
The second flare stack.
Be careful. It seems like they realized something happened to the first one.
It's okay. Calm down. Remember the staff, please take about the compound received with the current compound. Wait a minute. Memo to staff, please take note of the new directives sent by Division 2. Equipment and the products received from them are aimed at increasing the yield of our site. Fit the modules on the flare stacks as soon as possible. The new compound received must replace the current compound 2G8 injected into the ground during the drilling process. Attached are technical and chemical annex sent by Division 2. Please address any questions you may have to your sector manager. Pack. Shut down the turret, shut down the turret, shut down the camera done. Open this one. You have a spirit here. Bolts are always welcome. Where is the spirit? I was promised right here. Oh! A piece of wood. Most likely an ancient one. To be able to get a spirit. So. Thank you! Okay, now where? There was 1, 2, 3, 4. Currently focused just on that one. If need be, we'll enrage right away. If not, we'll just have to stealth our path here. This is the lupus entrance. Let's leave from the homage entrance. Exit. Okay, sabotage. Quickly and silently if possible. Turrets are shut down. Okay. Kill this guy very quick. As long as nobody can see us. That's my only condition. Approval. Because otherwise we will be truly missed. Everyone is looking at us, but nobody could maybe see us yet. Told you. Is this a joke? So the game... Yeah. That was a delayed reaction. Execute them all. Build to frenzy as much as you can. Hold for it. Frenzy! Joe, away! Joe! We don't have for frenzy. It's okay. Execute. Execute. I said execute. Go. Finish them quickly. Frenzy! Frenzy usage is to destroy the elites and the stronger enemies. That's why I like to use Frenzy quite a lot. Frenzy as often as you can. Yes, it makes the worm tank you, but at the same time, you do require some serious power. Strength. But now. Go! Execute! Hold up. Help us form again quickly. Search for any nearby spirits so we can go and collect them. This one here. Lupus entrance. Where? Where can I find a lupus entrance for this one here? If I cannot find a humid entrance, there has to be a lupus entrance. Okay, come on now. This is not funny. I believe we entered from this area. That's the place. We have here someone who has badness from seeing us. As it was taught to us from today's educational part, the humans have a natural instinct to be afraid of the lupus. So it's just normal for them to be afraid of us. The Garu, the werewolves. Where do I... This is the exit, correct? I haven't done the mission yet. We're supposed to finish this area. But how? Smooth again. I need to enter this area here. How? How? This one here takes control of the turret. I can't enter it. Any lupus entrance around? Or otherwise, how do I enter it? I can't see any lupus entrance. Did I break the game somehow? Because that's possible. That is frankly very much possible. How unresponsive the game is at the moment. It's not that far off. I can't just get out of here. I need to find the path inside this area. How? Locked. Okay, understood. It's locked. How do I enter? How do I enter? Wait. All of them have one. Wait a minute. That's the mainframe. Okay, go. Did I not open the door yet? Camera, door. Open it. That's all. So I mistakenly disabled the cameras and the turrets, but did not open the door. That's it. Okay. Here's the spirit. Thank you. Here you go.
I've put the relay on the second flare stack.
Here we go. 80. As soon as Rodko blows the refinery, I'll reboot the system. You've got 2 minutes max to copy the data. Are you ready? Just say the word. Now, Rodko.
On it. Well, that should attract their attention.
Madonna, get moving. I'm on my way.
As soon as you've got what you need, we're out of here.
Which means for me, this is
What's going on? Fuck! Get out of there, Adana. Forget about the data. They're coming! They're...
80! How do I get to her?
The elevator at the center of the site. It's the quickest way.
Rodko!
Already on my way. I'm almost there.
Find my daughter.
Okay, good, but I still do want to get myself the other spirits. Sorry. You have your own priorities, but I do also have my own priorities. Okay, 3 more. I need the other spirits. I'm not leaving without them. Heard me? I'm not leaving without my other spirits. Still 4 of them. Didn't I already take this one? I did. Weird. If all of them are quite nearby, how do I reach them? There. How? We already finished off this area here. Which means I don't need to stay here. I already took the spirits from here. Let's leave this area and try to seek another building that's nearby that may hold for us the spirits that we require. One is still there. How do I reach it? Are you sure it's the same exact building or someone else? If anyone else is still here, I'm going to rage instantly. 28. There's still... One of them is nearby here. This area? Okay. More enemies. You don't know what we just said. If you face any enemies, you will instantly rage, correct? 2. Okay. Turn around! Bye. Easy. 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 Go to the computer room first and disable all everything here. Stick up to this, okay, the site, the models, stack as possible, same stuff exactly. Hack. Save successful. Door, camera, camera.
We've made it to the lab. I see a helicopter approaching the site. Get a move on.
Okay, I'm going to stop here. Yeah, I'm not going to finish the mission just today. I'm going to stop the mission here since this is taking a little bit too long, and I'm not sure if we are going to have to face another black spiral dancer. For that, I'm going to shut down now the music, and this will be it for today's session. Sorry, but I can't force you to watch more than 2 hours and a half at the moment. Okay then, so what did we do today exactly? We learned about the rules for the Garu community and culture. We learned about the Falcon, and also we managed to progress in the game a little bit more. I better quickly check a guide for the spirits since I don't want to lose them. Also, we managed to put for you the live chat on screen, even though it's not the best possible way, but I'll try my best to correct it next time. Other than that, we didn't do much else. Mostly it was today just knowledge-based progress, more than action-based progress. Either way, yes, I did keep you on a cliffhanger for Edna. That is. And it's okay. Next time, we'll be learning from the Primogen's channel about both the rite of passage and about the Black Spiral Dancers. And then I'm going to close his tab for good. Then we're going to include also the Black Spiral Dancers Pentex guide, so that we can as well just move away from this part of the educational system. After that, we shall go see what happens to Edna and see where will the game take us from there on. I'll have to check again about the spirit locations since I don't want to lose any more. In case we reach the end game and I don't have enough spirits, I will not shy away from using cheat engine to get back the remaining points of skills to make Kahal 100% Garu warrior. With that being said, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, football fans and friends, everyone from the Beasts of the Altered Empire and everyone from the free YouTube Friends Discord server by name: Thunderstruck Gaming, B809 Gaming, Luxbear, Marcus, Natrocrash31, Mark IC2211, Rogue Agent, Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Slagarda Crawl 85, Arthur, Muscleban Gaming, and Public Express. Peace be upon you all. Until next time, stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in very unguaranteed and uneasy times, and nobody would know what may happen in the future. So keep your family and friends close to you, and your enemies even closer to you. You don't know when you'll need help and where it will come from. So, give gratitude where gratitude is due, and give credit where credit is due, and always remember, it's much cheaper and easier to send to someone thank you than it is to buy for the diseased flowers, since they will not receive it and they will not appreciate you for it or appreciate it. With that being said, I have been with you, your host Invisible from Invisible's Gaming Channel, striking at your hearts for Dark Side of the Moon, and this has been with you, Let's Play Project Werewolf, The Apocalypse, Earthblood, the video game adaptation of the tabletop game RPG with the same name, Werewolf the Apocalypse from White Wolf. Till next time, take care all and best of luck. Invisible, sign out. Also, a special thanks for Arturo _1518 for participating with us in this live stream, and best of luck in your exam. Stop the stream. I'll try to fix up the comments area visibility, hopefully.